Hi, all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex with Gypsy Jules from YouTube's Zero Discrimination and GypsyDigs.com, and myself, Amanda Dicker Degaz. First and foremost, all apologies. It seems like there was an update, and even though we tested earlier and everything seemed to go okay, it is not going according to plan now. So I'm going to bring in Gypsy, and there may be an echo, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. She could actually hear the music, which normally she can't hear the music in the beginning, so we'll see. I am counting on those of you who are in chat, because I do see there's quite a few of you in chat right now, to let us know if how bad this is. So, hey, Gypsy. uh,
Hey, we're off to a fun start tonight. Paul, if you hear a really bad echo with me and our guests, please let us know right now in the chat how it says, okay, sounds good so far. Ohio Relic Center. Yeah, go ahead and just let us know if there's a really bad echo. If you can't stand listening to it, we might have to redo this. Gypsy is in another cave. Oh, that sounds fun, though. Yep, a little echo. Is it tolerable, folks? We hate to record like this.
yeah.
Please let us know.
Well,
We're
our
going to bring in
special,
our guest.
yeah, well, no, we can bring her in that way. People can know if how it sounds. Plus,
Yeah.
I know you've gotten to dig with her before, and I'm looking forward to digging with her in I don't even know how many days now. Is it 3 days? 3 days we'll be digging?
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll be digging with V and yeah, just this weekend coming up, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the following weekend, V is heading down to Texas for my dig. So super excited. I will miss y'all up there, but I'm super excited about V getting to come to Texas and dig at my hunt. I really appreciate her support. And so without further ado, welcome, V. Welcome.
Hey, family. Hey, Amanda and Gypsy.
Hey, sister. I know Amanda's like frustrated right now because of
Sorry.
our opening and all the tests we did just to try to get rid of the echo. But please drop in the chat if you don't mind. Keep us posted as V's talking. Let us know how if the echo if we sound okay enough. Y'all, some say it's tolerable, not too bad. So. If the echo's too bad, we apologize, but we're going to try to go on through with this, I think. V, tell us tell us a little bit about you and where you're from, and
how'd you get into treasure
we'll
hunting?
go from there.
Yeah.
We'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from northern Michigan, little French town called Charlevoix. I have lived in Florida and started metal detecting the beaches 15 years ago. And then 4 years ago, I bought a house in North Carolina, and it was my first opportunity to hunt for Civil War and Revolutionary War stuff. I think it was, I think my brother, one of my older brothers, when I was like 16, he was getting this magazine, Western Treasure or something like that, and we were going to make a bucket lister back then and dreaming about finding stacks of gold in caves, and that always was on the back of my mind. And my first metal detector, a friend of mine's mom had left it to me, and it was I want to say, the Coin Master And I kind of dabbled with that, but back in the like mid 80s, I'll tell you a quick story. One of my buddies needed to go to the bar, and he had a gold coin master, and we were all renting this big old 3-story house in northern Michigan. We all worked at the same restaurant and bar, and so he needed $25 to go out that night, and he sold me his coin master, and I swear the very first time I go, oh, I'm going to go outside with a tablespoon, right, because that's what we had back in the day. And I looked out the back door and I thought, oh, there must be, I bet you there was a tire swing there. And I swear the very first treasure I ever found was a Franklin half, and I think it was a Mercury dime. And I was so torqued about it that I went in to tell my friends, look what I got, look what I got. And I never dug it again. And then in recent years, when I went home, the house is gone. So I could never check it again. So, but I kind of dabbled a little bit. But I really didn't get into it until 2005. And that's when the fire got lit and I was off to the races.
It's awesome.
Yep.
That's
These are all true stories.
Well, I can imagine you've got loads of stories. So you had an experience when you were younger. Well, I guess that was early on. I know the Coin Master was quite a while back. Did you stop detecting for a while, or how did that all come about?
Yeah, I did stop detecting for a while. It didn't take the first time. So when I finally moved to Florida, 2005, 2006, originally after I graduated college, because I had gone back to school, I was either going to buy a Taylor guitar, left-handed, or I was going to buy a metal detector. So student loans convinced me that I should get a metal detector instead. So I looked at a bunch of them online, and I decided to go with the Bounty Hunter Titan 3000 DX, and I got on TreasureNet, and someone told me that Bounty Hunter was owned by Fisher. So once I got the elliptical coil that was double D, I went to, my first experience was I went to, I think it was January 1st. I went to the Treasure Coast because I was going to find big treasure. Well, the crazy thing is up until like Hurricane Sandy, which was like 2012, it had never been so good as the day I was there, right? And there was, on the 1715 fleet, about 3.5, 4 feet of black sand, because for whatever reason, that January, everything was gone, all the nourished sand. And I had a guy flew in from Denver. We were talking. I was pretty much talking. I think I found like a dollar bill floating around that day. But he said a guy walked up to him and said, hey, I'm just walking. Is this what you guys are looking for out here? And he actually had an 8 real in his hand the very first day I ever looked at the beach. Yeah, crazy.
That is definitely crazy. So he just eyeballed it on the beach?
Yeah, a guy just walking down the beach eyeballed it, and then I chatted with the guy that flew in from Denver, and it was a great day. I did not find anything. And I took a friend of mine, and I was actually huffing the gold coin master that my friend had given me. She had passed and had given me that metal detector. And my friend had the 2.5-pound Titan 3000. So, I huffed that thing for like 10 hours. I don't believe I can do that anymore, though.
It is a heavier machine, that's for sure.
Definitely. Well, so how long now have you been metal detecting?
I believe this year is my 19th year.
Wow.
15 years in Florida and 4 years up here. But after that incident, I call it an incident with the coin master, I went out and I bought an Excalibur 2. Like, I thought that if I'm going to do this and I'm going to find that treasure, then I'm going to throw down that money and I'm going to get the very best diveable detector there is. So I actually learned how to, hone in on the Excal, because you don't get numbers. You just have to go by sound.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. A heck of a machine to learn on.
Yeah. Tell us about some of your early finds on the beach.
Early finds, well, clad money, chump change. My very first pen
piece of jewelry or something.
Oh, okay. My very first piece of sweet jewelry, I actually found in a park with my old timey friend that I hooked up with on TreasureNet. That was the old Facebook.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Pirate Will Rogers and Harry Rainey. And he took me to a park. Of course, I had, and I found, and I still wear it, it's my favorite piece, is I found in the park there was like this sort of overgrown volleyball court. And I found a Mariner's Cross, and the helm turned and it had a ruby in it. So I wear that. I wore it ever since. I was so nervous about it because I was sort of a rookie with this gold business. It was the first piece I ever got. I soaked it in vinegar for 3 days, and it never turned colors. So I had to get a new clasp put on it, but no, I still wear it. I love it. It's my very first pendant. So I have found stuff on the 1715 fleet, though. I've been very fortunate with that as well. I got a few things.
Now, for those that don't know, could you give a little backstory on what that is?
Yes, the galleons came out of Cuba. Actually, King Philip IV, I believe. The treasure ships had not sailed for 2 years, and of course, Spain was, fighting with the Dutch and the French. They were fighting with everybody, and of course, privateers were grabbing some of those ships. So they needed the money, actually. And his bride-to-be, Elizabeth Farnese, had the crown jewels on it. So when they sailed, I think it's July 31st, don't quote me. I haven't looked at that stuff since Civil War, but 10 out of the 11 ships wrecked. 6 were found along what they call the Treasure Coast from Canaveral to Jupiter, basically. A lot of